So I don't know about you, but here in Florida, between raining all the time, between all of the love bugs, between all of the pollen that is out there, my car is a mess. Okay, we have an amazing solution. This is a 5-in-1. It's called Lustrelab LXR. Listen to this. You can wash your car, wax. It is a wheel cleaner. It is a glass cleaner. It is a bug remover. It is a tar remover. You are going to get up from like 8 to 10 washes. But what it's going to do, it's not just going to clean your car. It will clean, it polishes, but it shines it, so it basically sort of brings it right back to what it looked like when it left the showroom. Today, from $19.95, we have it on a great birthday price, $16.95. Jackpot today, because it's on free shipping and handling, and this is the last day for free shipping and handling. And our fabulous Peter Kilcullen, who is joining us via Skype, because it was really, you had to be outdoors and with a car. So that's good to have you,
Right.
Peter.
Thanks, Bobby. Good to see you.
Good to
Yeah, I
see
love
you.
everything you said about LXR. With all those things that you're saying about LXR and how it's better than what you're currently using, and it's a 5-in-1, and it's going to protect and repair that clear coat on your car. But what I love about it, it is so easy. You're going to be skipping all those steps, and your car's still going to look amazing. So, Bobby, I've already put 4 ounces in this bucket right here. So, regular bucket, you pour it in there. I'm just going to agitate that water a little bit. I've got a regular sponge. Oh, but you know what, Bobby? I'm skipping ahead. I want you to see this.
Okay.
Check out this hood of this car. I want to show you this one side. This side is where we did all the work. This is where you have to see this before I show you the magic of LXR.
Yeah.
So we've waxed, washed, waxed, buffed it out. Then we had to dry it, because if you don't dry it, you get those water spots.
Right.
But it's beating up, and we thought that was the way it should be. Like, that's the best we can get. But check this out. By just washing your car normally, like I said, put it in there, it foams up. You could use an old t-shirt, you can use a sponge like I'm using, and you wash your car like normal. But what we're doing is we are repairing that clear coat. And you mentioned it. That's how your car looked amazing when it first came out of the factory, with that clear coat. But it gets lots of divots and cracks and scratches in it. Just the weather starts to wear it down. But with LXR, we're going to do better than just having that water beat up. The water is just going to sheet right off of this. So you're not going to wash. I mean, you're only going to wash. You're not going to wax. You're not going to buff. And then, more importantly, you're not going to have to dry. And that's the worst part. So look at this. You can see this already.
Woo.
Look at the one side. It's going to dry perfect
Oh
as
my
soon as you do
God.
it. So now I can splash that again. You mentioned if it's raining out. Here, imagine if it rains, it's like getting a free car wash, because it looks amazing. Again, look at that. Every time you hit it, I can hit both sides, and you can see the difference. This is going to leave water spots. This is why we hate to wash our car right before the rain. But over here, I mean, I can't even get over it. Look how it looks, just like perfect glass. And I just washed it, and you hit it with the water, and the same thing happens over and over again. So imagine how quickly, how easily you can wash your car with one item, with that LXR. It is amazing.
That is such an amazing, amazing difference, Peter. And then, because I think about like how, first of all, how long it takes. You wash the car, then you got to go and wax it. And I know every time, like my Jerry ends up doing it, it's like killing his back.
Right.
So
Yep.
this you're doing in one step. I didn't realize it was just one step like that. And when you looked at the difference, because that's the difference, right? All of that water that's not beating up and sitting on the roof, it glides right off. So that's hysterical.
Right.
Because you're right, Peter. Like when it rains, well, this is the biggest blessing here. You are like getting another car wash every time.
E- Exactly.
How?
And here's the great thing. So I'm washing the car. I can use it on the headlights. I can use it on any of that
Wow.
rubber molding. I can use it on the glass. I can use it certainly on the wheels. You
Nice.
can use it on the tires, all those areas. So it's going to do the same thing here. It's going to make your car cleaner and better every time you use it. It's going to protect it. So the wheels, it means the brake dust is going to take a lot
Man.
longer to take hold, but you're washing it just like you always have. There's no multiple steps and things to do. So now all I'm going to do is rinse it off. And again, this is where you see the magic. It's so simple to do, yet the results are just, they're so different from what you're used to. Now, as I start to do this, you'll see it's a very thick formula. So sometimes you can see how
Right,
it
right.
coats that car perfectly, but it doesn't attract more dirt. It doesn't do anything
Gosh,
negative. It
Peter.
brings all the, look at that. Look at how it runs
That's
off, and even on these
insane.
wheel wells,
And I love that
and
so you
then
can use it on the wheels and the glass, and it's not streaking the glass
everywhere.
as well. This is what a
Exactly. On the
great. Can I
front.
ask you a
Look at
question?
that.
How
Yes.
often do I have to use this, Peter?
Well, here's what's cool. You can use it if you're used to washing your car once a week, that's
Yeah.
great. But the more you wash, you're going to have more protection and better shine because
Oh,
each time you're improving and repairing that clear coat, that acrylionic formula. That's what's in this acrylic, right? That's what is in your clear coat. So you're improving your clear coat. So these days, a lot of people want to have their cars longer. You want to use them longer. This improves that clear coat every single time. You will love it.
wow. Wow.
Let me
Can
show
I
you
use
again.
this? Can I use it like on a boat or like a
Oh, sure.
camper, an RV? So I can use it on anything then.
Yeah, the boats are going to have a gel coat, which is similar to the clear coat. It's going to
Right.
work great on that as well. And on the RVs and things like that, campers, you're going to have a similar clear coat, so it works great. Hey, let's take. I wanted to show you one more wheel here,
Do
but
it.
look at the hood of the car that we did. Look at this real quick. I haven't touched it, and you can see how it's starting to dry.
That's
It's drying. It's
amazing.
pulling back and drying, and you can see the other side. We
Wow.
used to think that this was the best result that you can get,
Yeah.
but not anymore. So same thing here. Let's just do this wheel because I wanted you to see it on a very dirty wheel and how we can get that protection on this. So if you have a problem with brake dust, use the LXR and you'll just see an unbelievable difference. I mean, look at that. It works so great on the bugs. You talked about love bugs. If it's the tar from the road, I mean, it is
That's
incredible what you
crazy.
can do with this. I mean, I did that in seconds. But let's go back if we have time, Bobby, and show you the hood of that car again.
Do it. Do it. I tell you what, you
What I'm
sold
going to
me,
do is
Peter.
no, it's so simple. I think that's what I like the most about it is that normally if I told you that we have this great new car wash, but you have to do so many steps and it's difficult to do. No, you're changing nothing about the way you wash your car. You know how to do this. We've all washed our car
Oh
since we
my
were kids.
gosh.
And I remember using an old t-shirt, but now there's no more steps. There's, have you ever tried to wax and then the waxing is kind of okay. Then you have to buff everything
It's a
off of
nightmare.
the car.
A
And then
nightmare.
if you don't dry it, that's it. You wasted your time.
And you know what,
So
Peter,
let
when
me
you
just,
go and have to have your car washed and waxed, oh my gosh, you're spending what? Easily $100. I mean, here you're looking at $16.95, and again, with this one purchase, you have, depending on what you're washing, 8 to 10 washes for only what,
right.
$16.95 today. Wow.
I mean, one single car wash, if you did a little drive-through car wash, it's going to be 17, 18,
Yeah,
$20 easily.
exactly.
Look at that in seconds. So imagine that you did this the first time and then you washed it the second time and the third time. It gets better and better. If you have an older car and you don't have that shine anymore, you can get it back with this LXR without the elbow, grease that you really have to put into the waxing. And then again, it's going to rain over here. Look at this. We're raining over here. That's going to leave water spots and you've wasted your time. You've wasted all that energy and all the money on those products. Here, it can rain and it just starts to just run right off and it looks beautiful every single time. It's incredible. You can even see the water as it runs from one side to the
All
other. It's going to leave
right.
water spots over here, but it sheets right off. I mean,
And
it's incredible and incredibly easy.
And Peter, I don't have to dry it either. So that's a whole other step, right? So you're better just to leave it and let it
Exactly.
dry on. Oh my gosh. So washing, it's waxing as you're washing. Then when you
Right.
rinse it off, because with this acrylionic, is that what it's called? Acrylionic
Exactly.
basis to it,
Formula. Yep.
it's shining the car, protecting, drying the car. Oh, I have goosebumps. Oh, this is so on its way to my home. Is going to
Yeah,
flip.
it's
Because now, like you try to do your car in Florida, first of all, it's 175 degrees, it feels like outside, right? So, and then
right.
so Jerry would always try to do it under a tree, and then that's worse because you got everything dropping from the tree. This is such a must. And I don't, again, care who you are, where you live, as Peter said, any vehicle, it's doing it all.
Right.
It's washing, it's drying, it's waxing, it's giving this beautiful finish. And so if I have like little nicks, it's literally filling them in? Is that what it's doing?
Right.
Okay.
So many times you can't see those. These are really more microscopic divots and cracks
Right,
and
right.
scratches in that clear coat. And yes, that's what we're doing. We're letting it fill all those in so the shine is beautiful and it has that that look of glass where it's super smooth. But yeah, right now I'm doing everything. So this could be, you can think about this as, this is the wash, this is the wax, this is the buff, this is the drying. All you're gonna do is do that, and you're gonna rinse it off, and it's incredible. It gives you a better shine. It keeps the car looking better between those washes, and it's repairing that clear coat. So when you see both sides, I mean, it is so obvious. And I love the demonstration, because even I've seen it dozens and dozens of times, but I can't believe just on that curve of the hood of this car,
Yeah.
it is unbelievable. And here, again, we talk about if you get a little bit of water on there, how bad it looks. And here, nothing. It's going to
Rolls
run right
off.
off, and it's going to look great. So if you do get that rain, or you do get water splashing up on your car while you're driving, it's
Holy
looking better
cow.
longer, repairing that clear coat. And it's so easy. And Bobby, you mentioned at the very top, remember, here's the other thing. We get to replace all these products we don't have to buy anymore. So we don't have to buy the wax. We don't have to buy the wheel cleaner. We don't have to buy the glass cleaner. We don't have to buy, like, this is a special one for bugs and tar removal. We
Right.
don't need any of these, because when you're washing your car, it's going to do all of those. It does such a great job at removing all those difficult, spots, and washing and waxing over some of the different materials that are on the car. If it's the rubber trim, things like that, that can leave marks on it. This is fine to use on all of those areas.
And I like that video because it just showed if you had like some of those nicks that we talk about, how it literally fills them in. And also, I'm impressed with the windshield, right? So you could do the windshield with it, and it's not streaking. So normally you're
Absolutely.
buying a whole other product, right, to do the windshield, and then a whole other
Exactly.
product, like you said, for the tires, the wheels. I mean, you
Right.
can do all of it. Peter, I
So
am
one
impressed.
wash.
I'm impressed.
Yep.
Thank you so much,
Look,
honey.
real quick on the way out, you can
Yeah.
look at the car. This side of the car looks terrible, but just
It
this front that I
does.
washed and this wheel well, the difference is so obvious. Look at that. It's all the water spots, and there it's looking great. So you're going to love it.
I'm going to love
Get
it.
some for Jerry, Bobby.
Yes, it's on its way. Right after the show, I'm buying it. Thank you, Peter.
right.
099123 is your number, so you can go for that on auto. By the way, if you do not yet have the HSN card, important to note, we have no annual fee. We have always all kinds of amazing special promotions with the HSN card. And we're giving you $10 today that you can literally spend on absolutely anything. All right, find out more, go to the web, or call the number on your screen.